Good evening.
Good evening. Wes Speak, 2623 Toomey Lane. I was reading C36. I keep saying that. And I just wanted a little bit more of an explanation of it. It sounds like there was a bid, but it's sole source, but we're going with this other company as an ordinance, and I just wanted some more information.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Again, my apologies for not catching you. And then, Mr. Derleth?
With respect to there's two different things going on.
Yeah.
One is a sole source designation. So pursuant to the Public Contract Code, the city can sole source the designation of certain items if they're designed to be used consistently throughout the city. Otherwise, when you put, for instance, a park construction project out to bid, you have to let the bidders submit bids for any type of park lighting. So the first step is to sole source the Musco lighting. So basically all of our parks will have consistent field lighting throughout them so that we don't have to maintain separate stores of replacement parts and the like. So that's one thing that's happening, is to declare Musco lighting is the ball field lighting to be used throughout the city. And then the second item is to, when you're purchasing products under the city's municipal code, there's an exception to competitive bidding that says that if another state agency has already competitively bid for the same product and the city is going to get a as good or better price than that, then the city can utilize that as a sole source exception. And so the city is utilizing that exception to competitive bidding to be able to enter into the contract for the purchase of the actual lights themselves. Then the city will then competitively bid the installation of the lights.
Okay, so my follow-up question is then, so is this designation to this lighting or this type of lighting, is that price good forever? I mean, are we, or is
No.
it a, yeah, how is the price, what's the check and balance? I'm a little worried when I see sole source, unless it's going to me, but.
The sole source does not obligate the city to purchase products at a certain price for the rest of the time. It just simply says that the city can utilize and just specify that type of lighting product. It doesn't necessarily mean that the city will waive competitive bidding. So let's say the city is going to construct a brand new park site. The city would put that park site out to competitive bid, but within the specifications for the construction of that park site, it will say the only type of lighting that will be allowed to be installed on the play fields or the sports fields is this specific type of Musco lighting.
Okay.
In this particular situation, it happens to be coupled with this exception to competitive bidding, utilizing this other already competitively bid contract to obtain lights for this particular installation. But the sole sourcing does not mean that the city will waive competitive bidding
Okay.
in every other.
But they have the option to.
They have the option to, in certain situations, if it meets the requirements of the city's municipal code, it could.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, I mean, I it's a little concerned, but that I think that answers the question. And probably my last just part was about why is the Musco lighting the preferred? You know, they have the Apple of lighting. Or
That's John.
Certainly, Musco lighting is actually used in has been used in all of our parks, and those parks mostly were bid with competitive bidding. It's almost as if you went out and bid this type of lighting system, you'd end up with a Musco lighting in. Anyway, the Silver Lakes project built by a private contractor is all Musco lighting. So the Musco lighting is the premier, not only the premier lighting, they actually dominate the sports fields throughout North America, not just in California, but throughout North America. They do provide 25-year warranties on all of their products. They actually are the company that turns on and turns off the lights for the sporting events, and they actually monitor the facility, they monitor the status of the lights and the health of the lights over the contract through their remote remote link systems. So it is, they not only light city sports fields, but most of the professional fields out there have some type of Musco lighting on them. It just provides a very complete project, but it also provides no spillage over the ball fields. So if you notice our ball fields out there, there is no spillage beyond the
Right.
fields that interfere with the houses. So their photovoltaics for their fields is top of the line.
I live adjacent to Santana, so I can say that they do have good lights. But I'm just totally concerned about that. Yeah, it sounds like they have the market on it. They do a great job. They have all those things, but to kind of lock in with one, it always scares me a little bit. But thank you.
Thank you.
Jason.